For the last 2 decades, social media avenues like Twitter have played a vital role in sharing news, enhancing customer care relations by corporates, and mobilizing support for different causes. Hello, I am Sophia, and today we share with you a few tips with the help of technology. But first, a few facts about Twitter.
Twitter is an internet application that has brought millions together. Over the last decade, Twitter has been a protest platform, a branding agent, a social hangout, and a bit of shoving and setting of power and authority. Twitter was created in March 2006 by Jack Dorsey, Evan Williams, Biz Stones, and Noah Glass while students at New York University. Jack Dorsey sent the first ever tweet on 21st March 2006. Twitter's iconic bird was named Larry, after Larry Bird, a former Boston Celtics NBA player. To date, a total of 1.3 billion accounts have been created. Katy Perry is the most followed person on Twitter, with over 107 million followers. 83% of the world's leaders are on Twitter. There are 500 million tweets sent each day. That is 6,000 tweets every second. The most retweeted tweet has 3.6 million retweets.
Over 335 million people around the world engage on Twitter actively. Among those is World Animal Protection, who bring together animal enthusiasts every month to discuss and engage other Twitter users on animal welfare. Let's find out more.
My name is Mwangi Peter Kamau. I'm a 5th year veterinary medicine student at the University of Nairobi. Currently, I'm doing my final year, that is in veterinary medicine. The first thing that made me to be an activist is an incident that happened. I was in Form 3, and growing up in the village, you have cows and all that. And then a certain cow died out of the negligence of a vet. So I got so bitter and thought I should become a vet. I should not be leaving my animals to another person and then they neglect them. So from there I started becoming more concerned about animals, and when I joined vet school and get to learn more about animals, how I should treat them, how they respond to pain, how they respond to certain aspects of life, how they respond to certain issues that affect them. So with time you find, is that something that I should be educating other people. I enjoy Twitter because you are like demystifying whatever people have been believing in. So the misconceptions that people have towards certain animals or towards certain aspects of life, it's hard to get it from people, but you do find people now appreciating it after now they go through maybe a thread or maybe they go through a certain topic and they realize, okay, yeah, this has been happening, but I need to change. When World Animal Protection approached me, that was one of my best moments when I found that inbox like, can you join us in our Twitter, Barazas? I was like, hiya. I've been making an impact and this organization has finally approached me, because in the beginning I was just doing it because it's a passion or it's just a profession. I realized I've not been doing this in vain.
Twitter Baraza is a platform that brings together young people. So every month, every last Tuesday, we bring together around 30 people, 30 young animal lovers. We bring them into a room. Our campaigns managers will do a presentation on any topic that is aligned to us, and the young people will sit there and listen, ask questions, and basically just tweet. We wanted to build a movement of young people. How we target them is we look at the profiles of various young people. And the people who seem to have an inclination towards animals, people who already love animals, people who talk about animals.
Before even the farmer encounters the loss, the bird actually...
We realized there was a gap. Our role is to build awareness about animal welfare, build awareness that animals have their fundamental freedoms, and 3, build a movement of people who are dedicated to really talk about animals, change attitude, change behavior. But that cannot be done without really having the information at the first place.
Animal protection or anything to do with animals, a passion, like you feel like you need to care for the animals and you need to educate the world about how they should be treating their animals. So I feel like I should educate the world on animal protection or animal welfare.
We have seen them become almost like caregivers. They report animal abuses on our platforms. We have seen them distribute our materials and information on social media. We've actually seen a growth in animal welfare stories, even in our newspapers, because of the sensitization that happens.
My main role nowadays is to tweet on certain aspects of animal welfare, which also goes in line with their hashtag, because globally there is this campaign. I like Twitter because you are able to use short characters and pass a strong message. Unlike other social media accounts, you can just use the hashtag and a short message and it will be able to reach someone. Anytime you're tweeting, you have a target audience, someone who wants to follow a certain hashtag. Better Lives for Dogs, there's someone who is interested in dogs only. So you can just create a hashtag, and if someone is interested in that hashtag, they'll be able to follow it, unlike another social media account. I do tweet about the trending topics or the emerging issues in the society that concern animal welfare.
We want to see a better place for animals, and that's what we are trying to engineer, telling people animals matter, because that's our hashtag, animals matter. And the time is now to have a conversation and to shift our thinking about animals, because most of the time we see animals as food, we see animals as working animals, but we don't see the sentient in animals, and communication is the bridge. Give people information, and by so doing you change the attitude of them and hence the behavior. So that shift is happening. The youth are leading it as animal lovers and as animal keepers, and also as consumers of meat and chicken products that we have.
I've made an impact, not just to myself, but also I've influenced other people to join.
Now, in case you're wondering what to do when you find an animal in distress, our Easy Tip guy has you covered.
Log on to Twitter, search at Move the World AF, tweet the following information. Give a description of the animal. Note your exact location, including the closest exit number or mile maker if you are on a highway. Assess the situation. Determine if the animal is dead or alive. If possible, include a photo of the situation. Note: do not attempt to move the injured animal without assistance from a trained vet. Also, remain calm through the process. That way, you give the animal the best chance that it has to stay calm and get help that it needs.
On that techie note, we call it a wrap. We have something special for you next week. Don't miss. Keep engaging us on social. I am Sophia Salim, and this is Animore.
For me, I started with 2. It gave birth to 13 piglets. After a month, another one gave birth to 15. So I had 29 piglets with me.